Hey, hi, how are you? It's Crystal again. If you're wondering why I'm like, I just filmed the outro for this video. Went back to see the video I did yesterday because I hadn't looked at it yet and realized I didn't do an intro. So before I run off to do the things I'm going to tell you about this mess and showering, I thought I'd say, hi, welcome to how I prepare food for the week and some rambling about the dinner I made yesterday. Bye. Hey guys, it's Saturday evening. I have hat slash hairnet head because the new kitchen at my work is so infernally hot during the daytime that I had to take my hat off. That you can either wear a hat or a hairnet at work. And I take the baseball hat off because I was dripping sweat. Which, you know, nobody wants my sweat in their food, not even at home. I had gotten called in early to work. And then proceeded to work 8-9 hours. Technically, my scheduled shift was supposed to be for, was supposed to be for this afternoon. However, people called off, and so they needed me to come in early. They woke me up. I came in early. I have the next 4 days on our schedule during the day, 3 of which are opening in the new kitchen, which today was actually the first day in the new kitchen. And somehow everybody considered me to be somebody who would actually know what I was supposed to be doing. I don't know why I had a 5-second tutorial on the oven, which, okay, it's relatively easy. A 5-minute tutorial on the rotisserie yesterday. Yeah. And yet somehow everybody was like, oh, you know how to work this. Oh, you know how to do this. Oh, Sure, of course I do. I apparently know how to do everything. I need a spoon. Hold on. We'll get this one. Alright, so I figured, well, I threw together supper. I already have laundry downstairs going. Hold on. Loud crunching noises. I already have laundry already going on downstairs. I already took Hopi skating for the afternoon. Not quite enough, that's why I have the other bag here. And I decided it's time to make supper. Yesterday I had made nachos. And I made twice the amount of meat I was going to need so that I could make taco salad today. I learned how to make this taco salad from my old neighbor in Michigan. And it's so super simple, I thought I'd share with you guys. So I heated my leftover meat up in the microwave. You crush up Doritos. Sometimes to add a kick, she throws in, not just the regular nacho cheese Doritos, but also the, oh, spicy hot. That was hot on my lap. Ooh. Anyway, the Cool Ranch ones. Her kids like it. I haven't tried it yet with my kids. I'm literally dumping all of this in a bowl. All that leftover, probably over a pound of meat in that bowl. This is more than enough for one evening's worth of meals. And that's part of the reason why it's being done. I'm probably going to also have to grab another utensil. That's okay. I'm adding queso because she didn't add queso very often. But I like queso. Chopped up tomatoes. chopped up lettuce. Before I add the rest of it, I will stir. And I'll use the fork I started with. And it's honestly pretty much as simple as this. I add the queso. For one, I like the little bit of spice it adds. And two, I like the little bit of creaminess it adds in here. But yeah, this is what, and you can tell, this is a big Tupperware type bowl. And if any of you have watched Jamarel Stewart, Jamarel something. I don't think there's very many Jamarels on YouTube. If there is, I'm sorry to apologize to all of you who I am not including in that Jamarel thing. But anyway, if any of you watched her, you'll know that she often says one of her handfuls of cheese is a cup of cheese. I tend to agree simply because I like cheese. And I'm throwing some Mexican style 2% Kraft shredded cheese in there. If you have salsa, you can add salsa. I don't think I have salsa. If you have taco sauce, you can add taco sauce. I might have taco sauce. And then, of course, sour cream. And that's dinner. Probably dinner for tonight and lunch for tomorrow with maybe 1 or 2 leftovers. The girls and I actually really like this. And like I've told you guys before, even though I'm altering my diet, I'm not excluding meat when I want meat. Because it's not a ethical decision for me. It's my guts behave better if I don't eat meat. I'm making a mess everywhere. Okay, so while updating you guys on my day, and making a mess, the only thing I didn't do is chop the tomatoes in front of you and spend the 4 minutes or so heating up my meat. Supper's done in 7 minutes. I have no idea how long this weekly wrap-up's going to be, or if I'm going to add this to something else, but it might actually go on to my Sunday, which is tomorrow. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, it's Sunday. Yes, Sunday. Let me pause this for a second. I keep forgetting how hard sweet potatoes are to peel versus a regular potato. And don't think you guys want to see me struggling to peel a potato for like 30 seconds to a minute while attempting to talk, because I'm going to like stop and stare at the potato. So I'm going to peel the second one, get rid of the scraps, and I'll come back when I start like chopping and stuff. Okay, I'm back. Honestly, I should have taped that, put it on like super fast mode afterwards, and seeing my I need better knives. Seeing the definitely need better knives. Seeing the faces I was making would have been quite hilarious, because I could feel myself making the faces, and I still had the camera pulled up, but I wasn't like actually looking at the camera. I think you guys would have gotten quite a laugh out of that. Anyway, so as you saw in the previous clip from yesterday I made taco salad. Taco salad, which that whole container, it's actually going to feed the 3 of us about twice, because we were all pretty hungry yesterday. Even though for some reason, not having the salsa in there made it taste relatively sweet. And none of us really appreciated the flavor of it. So, yeah. Half of it still got eaten. So, what I'm going to do with the rest of that half is I am going to mix in some salsa with it tomorrow. It's just as good cold as it is warm, or you can like reheat it. Because I served it like mildly warm because the meat was warm, but that was the only thing that was warm in that whole bowl. But tomorrow we'll reheat it as leftovers. I'll add some salsa to it. It'll be great. Those chips do become soft, so if you still want some kind of crunch in it, you can always, like, if you want the crunch in it to begin with, don't put your chips in with it while you're putting your hot meat in there. If you want it to be for leftovers, keep your chips separate, and you want the crunch, keep the chips separate, and then add them in afterwards. Oh, that is amazing, Hopi. I love your sculpture.
It's kind of creepy.
Kind of creepy, but it's absolutely amazing.
He's gonna eat you.
He's gonna eat me. Ooh. So that's going to be, that was Saturday's dinner.
Didn't you already film that?
Yes, I did, honey. I'm filming a different part of the video. And it will also be Monday's dinner. What I'm doing now is, even though I'm the only one that will eat what I'm making, Hopi says it looks like slop. But she's like not really into roasted vegetables, not many cooked vegetables. Although she likes vegetables, but only certain vegetables. So what I'm doing now, because I want my sweet potatoes cooked like nice and thoroughly, so I'm chopping them relatively small. If you hear a million birds, I'm sure it's not a million. It's probably only like a couple hundred. They're in the bamboo behind my apartment. I have my screen door.
Can I show them the bamboo?
You can show them the bamboo in just a moment. I have my screen door open. No, my door open with the screen door there so that, you know, we can get a mild breeze, because it's about, well, it's been about 70 degrees today. I don't know exactly what temperature it is right now, but it's still relatively warm. Alright, I'm going to pause you, flip the camera, and let Hopi show you the bamboo. And then she'll bring you back to me. Bamboo. I've now seen bamboo. Anyway, I've only got one last slice to... I'm not dicing, I'm kind of roughly chopping. And I'll finish that up here in a minute. So I am roasting these sweet potatoes so I can get them fully cooked and nicely soft. The only thing I'm going to season them with is some extra virgin olive oil. And then I have a container of roasted vegetables in just oil from my work that I'm going to add in the last few minutes because they're already done. They just need seasoning. I'm going to throw the rest of my seasoning in there, finish it up for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then I might even just put it right back in that container. The reason I'm doing that is because I will throw these vegetables in with rice or noodles, possibly add some gravy, maybe add some shrimp, and those are a good healthy meal option for me. However, this is how I meal prep, by the way. If I didn't say that, I'll have to do an intro to make sure I say that. But, this is how I meal prep for me for the week, because if I don't, then I don't eat very healthily, which I found out in the last 2 weeks because I had started buying from Misfit Market, just the minimum $30 a week order, the box, and just the vegetables and fruit. And then I lost my card. Got my card back. I mean, not back, but I got a new card in. And when I placed this week's order, because I wasn't able to order for 2 weeks, they had some of what I wanted, but not all of what I'm used to getting, because, you know, it's Misfits Market. So I grabbed some roasted vegetables from work, because that's actually cheaper for me to do than to buy from my work a whole bunch of vegetables. And I don't have time until later on this week to go to a different store other than the one right at the corner, and they don't have what I want either for my vegetables. And I need them in the next few days. But tonight's dinner, because the other night I made bagel melts, I'm going to take a couple of bagels. The other package already still has 3. Some bacon, some egg, and some cheese. I'm not sure if I'm putting bacon on mine or not. Last time I put bacon on my bagel melts, but then I took it off my bagel melt because I wanted the flavor, but I didn't want the actual bacon. Go figure. But we're going to make breakfast sandwiches with that for tonight. Tomorrow night's the leftover taco salad. Tuesday night, I'm not quite sure yet. I'm either going to make stuffed cabbage because I have a brilliant cabbage here, or I'm going to make something else that night. Wednesday night, I don't know. Stuffed cabbage sometime this week. I haven't planned out all of the dinners this week. But that's because I'm home more this week than I normally am on a week in the evenings because of my schedule for work. So I don't have to plan as intensely. I want to have my vegetables ready because if we're having a meat-heavy meal for the girls, I don't want to eat a whole lot of meat. My health has been better. Do I want to add an onion to that? I will, but not right now. I'm going to dice up an onion here in a little bit, too. Breakfast for this week actually isn't going to be oatmeal of any kind. Because Hopi's been craving bananas. So I did buy bananas. I will probably eat either one of those, one of these orange/tangerine mixture things, hybrids, on my way out the door to work. While I'm at work, if I work in the morning, which I do 4 out of the 5 days this week, because amazingly I got 2 days off this week. Doesn't usually happen. On the way out the door, I'm probably going to grab a fruit. I also have 2 nectarines over there. The girls also have apples. But I'm probably going to grab a fruit on my way out the door. Then, while I'm at work in the mornings, I eat a roll with butter. I usually don't eat anything else in the morning until I get home, because by the time I get home, it's early afternoon. I'll probably grab a quick snack or an actual lunch, and then I'm cooking dinner a couple hours later. But then, we don't plan lunches, it's leftovers or, sandwiches, and for whatever reason, I bought Wonder Bread this week. Actual Wonder Bread. And on the days that I'm not working, there's still going to be leftover bagels, or if I really want oatmeal. But that's how I meal prep for a week. On a week where I don't really have to think about, oh my God, I'm not going to be home for supper, because all except for one day this week, I'm going to be home for supper. That's a lot better than it has been. So, yeah. My brain just blanked. Give me a second. On a normal week, this small, little cake pan thing would not be enough for my vegetables. Because they start much more full when you think, okay, you got peppers and onions and mushrooms and sweet potato and God knows what else, sometimes squash. So, and yeah, that was quite a bit more than I probably needed, I'm aware, but I don't want them stuck to the bottom of my pan at all. And I want them to be able to pick up the flavoring when I add the flavoring. But the vegetables will last me most of the week. And at some point I will get to probably the fruit market near the house, buy some more vegetables and fruit. I'll probably pick up some yogurt.
We don't have a fruit market.
It's by the Dollar Tree, honey.
I've never been.
The one you don't like going into. Because the aisles are so tight. No, not BJ's.
Oh.
Yeah, the fruit market. The one you don't like going into. I'll probably go after work one of these days.
But their food gets bad really quickly.
Okay, but their vegetables I can cook up and or make a quick salad, and their fruit if we're getting close to out of apples before I make next week's order at Misfit Market. Hi, you guys see my ceiling. Will be cheaper to buy than at my work. I'm still sitting here just playing with in oil. Alright. But yeah, if I'm working in the evening, I do at least twice this size pan of vegetables, all different vegetables. And I kind of plan out more what we're having for at least 4 or 5 days in advance. I used to do a whole lot more of that. I haven't had to recently. And I certainly don't need to this week. But I think I'll let you guys know. Because we already have today and Monday and one more day of suppers. And maybe possibly 2. Because, you make stuffed cabbage. You're not just making one little pan. But we have like 3-4 nights worth of suppers planned. And I will have only had to cook twice. So we have like 4 nights right now, possibly 5 actually. And I've only had to cook like 2-3 times by the end of that. Which isn't bad. So I'm going to do an intro and outro later. Probably while I'm doing a hair mask on my hair. Which is why I'm still in the tank top I wore underneath my work shirt. And my work pants. And yeah. Meow. Mid-hair mask. Actually attempting this outro for the second time. So I'm not going to make it super long. Basically what it boils down to is I spent about $45. All said and told, fruits, vegetables, mangoes, nectarines, apples, bananas, oranges, etc. Kale, roasting vegetables, bagels. About $45. That $45 will feed me for dinner for most of those nights, along with what I have already on hand. Breakfast and lunch. For the week. I do have shrimp. I'll add to that I bought on clearance at work. I have rice on hand. I have noodles on hand. It will also feed both of my daughters breakfast and or lunch for most of the week. Sissy eats at school. Hopi eats at home. Sissy eats breakfast occasionally, so does Hopi. But they snack. And they count that as breakfast. That is not bad. No, I am not an affiliate of anywhere. I am not sponsoring Misfits Market. I chose to do Misfits Market because I don't have to carry the produce home. I get it for a better price than I do at my work. It's organic Misfit fruit and vegetables because otherwise it would go to waste. It would get thrown out because people won't sell it in a retail store. So I spend the $30 a week. You can skip any week. You don't have to. I spend it most of the time. Okay. I need to go rinse this hair mask out of my hair because my hair's almost, it's done. I tried to load this 3 times. This will be the 4th time after I get back from rinsing my hair. If it doesn't work, I'll put something on Instagram. Bye, guys.